Remember, only detain the brown ones. If it's brown, it goes down. Jesus, look out!
Hello guys and welcome back. So the big talk of the town is currently ICE and their reach into major cities in the United States. And South Park, yeah, they didn't hold back. They instantly set the tone that ICE is being led by trigger-happy psychopaths and with a lacking sense of morality.
A few years ago, I had to put my puppy down by shooting it in the face. Because sometimes doing what's important means doing what's hard.
And this video was not made to be insensitive or to make a joke of it all, because after the last few horrible incidents where ICE agents and the public collided ended up with loss of life, which is always a tragedy no matter how you flip it, the big question has been put on ICE and who they recruit, and mostly if their actions are lawful or are they just hired mercenaries looking for an outlet. Well, I'm not here to draw my personal line between right and wrong and what you should believe, but South Park, they did not hold back at all with their views on the current situation, and to be honest, it's incredible. No matter where you stand on this issue, it's important to understand that power of comedy to portray the absurdity of some situations, so I hope you can appreciate it despite the seriousness of the real life conflict.
Mr. Mackey?
Yes, right here.
So a big thank you to everyone hyping my last video with your hype points, your comments, make me laugh every single time. I love you guys so much for it all. But with all that said, like the video so YouTube doesn't think you hate it and nobody else should ever watch it, because I swear that's what the algorithm believes, and myself sometimes, because YouTube told me that 96% of my viewers aren't subscribed to the channel. Sorry. Well, speaking of being pathetic, let's talk about ICE. The school counselor Mackie gets fired from his job because the government has reduced its budget on unnecessary expenses, which in itself is comedic gold when we have an epidemic of mental health issues and our government is cutting away the tools used to combat these issues, which is kind of horrifying if you think about it. But since Mackie is now out of a job and his expenses are through the roof in this greatest economy of all time.
We have the greatest economy in the history of our country. We have never done so well. Everybody was amazed by it.
Well, he is offered a job, a well-paying job at ICE with bonuses. And I'm sure you can guess how they receive it.
Well, seems you got some bonuses for rounding up the most Mexicans.
Shh. Don't you need an education, training, experience to get a job in such a potential dangerous field of work?
Are you looking for a new career? Why not join the ICE?
Nah, South Park implies that you don't. We'll take anybody.
We don't ask for experience, just show up. We don't care if you've read a book or grown up. If you're crazy or fat and lazy, we don't care at all.
So in the city of South Park, what's the process of getting into ICE? Well, you sign up, you get your gun, and you go out there and detain all Mexicans, and you're basically good to go. Of course, not all Mexicans, you know, wink, wink. Only the foreign illegal ones.
We don't round up Mexicans, okay? We just detain foreigners who might be illegal. Okay.
In the South Park ICE hiring office, there is this board of illegal persons of interest. Of course, it's only Mexicans, because being Mexican is almost illegal in itself at this point, and they even put the same picture twice, because from the ICE point of view, well, they all kind of look the same anyway. How could you tell them apart? After hours of screening and lengthy background checks, the perfect employees are ready to take up the work of ICE.
What makes you want to work for immigration enforcement?
Well, you see, I got a nut.
All right, you're hired. Take this to the next station for your physical and orientation video.
Well, that's it?
And I'm sorry, I wasn't completely sincere when I said that the ICE agents of South Park are receiving no training at all. They do have to go through this onboarding video where the amazing Kristi Noem lectures you on morals and ethics.
Oh, God!
Yes, that Kristi Noem who shot her own animals because she failed to train them. What a role model for a group of untrained individuals walking around with guns on the street. Well, some would argue that it's not the gun, it's not the training, it's the person behind the gun. So as long as you are a proud American patriot.
I'm proud to work for the ICE.
And by proud, of course it means proudly covering up your face because you know deep down most of the country is gonna hate you for all of your actions. Kinda proud. And the rates, it's everyone and it's everywhere because ICE follows a very strict priority rule when it comes to locations of raids.
All right, recruits, this is it. We're heading to a location that might be filled with illegals. Let's take these bad hombres down.
And that leads the new ICE prospects directly to the core of all criminal enterprises. A child concert with Dora the Explorer, because we all know deep down that children and families are typically the worst of the worst individuals that Trump ran on getting out of the country first.
We're just here for questioning. Cooperate and nothing bad. Holy shit!
Which made me think of this video of this guy covering his face with his passport because they just run in and start arresting everyone who looks just 2 tones darker than a freshly painted wall. It's incredible.
Yeah, this is how we move around. So before you ask me, are you a citizen? Where's your passport? You see my passport already? This is how we move.
And some would argue that it's a clear waste of resources using tape like that, you know, since we can all clearly see the problem here. Well, he's not Mexican. Well, but jokes aside, that clip made me spit up a cough because it's so good and it's just on point. They literally just take everybody who looks kinda different. But luckily, we have some grateful people of South Park standing up to all of this nonsense.
Working deeply faithful people who care for their families. I have no doubt that there are many, many Latinos in heaven.
So of course, what's the most rational conclusion of that interview? Wait, did you say Latinos in heaven? How did they get in there?
There's another one flying over here. Catch him.
It's almost like those nasty parking attendants who are paid for every single ticket they issue, so they just throw paper around on every single car, like a 50-year-old Wolf of Wall Street who just lost the life savings of a single mother of 3 because of congressional insider trading. But, you know, at least he got his commission bonus. And yes, I know this isn't far from reality and shouldn't just turn into a massive joke, but I truly believe when you make a tense political situation into something more ridiculous like this, it is way more effective to sway the minds than just calling each other names, because it just perfectly highlights the absurdity of the entire situation for everyone to see. And before the Republicans call me anti-immigration and the Democrats call me racist for making all these jokes, well, just remember, it is possible to be for getting rid of inflammatory people who are truly destructive for society, like PDF files, while also being against the way Trump and ICE is currently handling the situation. Obama did deport more people than Trump has, and I know some people have ideas to why it's suddenly a problem this time, but the issue at hand is that the tensions are so high right now that everyone looks like a possible target because of all the hatred that has been built over the last few months, and I don't see how this ends well. And that's why South Park didn't stop there. And apparently, they weren't happy with just that. They had to hit it out of the park with this scene of Peter Hexek and the entire military going ballistic on the runners of Turkey Trot, because that's the only next move if we continue down this road.
We're gonna take them out! Yeah!
With politics aside, I believe when it comes to comedy, we are all on the same team. Nobody's safe. We can make fun of everyone and everything, even when it's difficult, because sometimes laughter is the best medicine. And with the state of the world right now, we truly need a lot of medicine. And if you watched the entire video, you are an absolute legend. And thank you so much. Press all the buttons, do all the things you know what to do to support the video, to share it to more people, so more people can have fun, hang out, and come. And if you want to hang out again, well, subscribe to the channel so you will get notified when you get the next video. And thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys. Have a kiss. I'll see you in the next one.